In today's video, we're gonna talk once more about the SuperNight mode of the DJI Action 5 Pro. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm Photorabs, a portrait photographer based in France, and I like creating content about action cams, vlogging kits and so on. And it looks like the SuperNight mode is something very easy to understand and very easy to use on this DJI Action 5 Pro. But honestly, there are few things that you have to tweak in this particular mode to get the best results out there. Before we start, let us say a few words about flickering. Actually, what is flickering? This is the change of brightness of the light. It occurs when we are shooting in low light conditions and in nighttime, especially with these action cameras, because we mainly use them in automatic mode. And we can see this effect a lot with these cameras. Of course, there are some softwares that can help us to reduce this effect, but it will take time. It is really time consuming. So there are a few things that we can change in the camera in order to remove this effect directly from the camera, and we have to play with the frame rates, with the shutter speed, and with the stabilization mode. I'll get into these specific settings later on. A few days ago, I posted a video comparing the normal video mode of the camera in D-Log-M manual exposure compared to SuperNight mode fully automatic, and I got a reply from Hugo Gamelas. He said that he found the best settings that works with DJI Action 5 Pro in SuperNight mode. And because I have two DJI Action 5 Pro here, I said why not comparing the settings of Hugo and some other settings so you can build your own idea about that. I'm walking in the city center now, where there are lots of artificial lights around. As you can see, I'm shooting in SuperNight mode, 4K 50 frames per second, rock steady on, sports mode with shutter speed ranging from 1/100 of the second to 1/8000 of the second. The exposure was set to -0.3. And this is the same rush filmed with the second camera in SuperNight mode, fully automatic, just the exposure set to -0.3, 4K 50 frames per second, rock steady on, sports mode. The only variable here is the shutter speed. Let us put them now side by side to have a better head-to-head comparison. So what do you think about it? Which one you like better? Let me know your thoughts down below. And by the way, according to DJI, when we are shooting in low light conditions, we have to increase the frame rates in order to give the stabilization some more data in order to process the files in a better way and give us the best stabilization possible. But just for fun, let us try the exact same settings as before, but in 25 frames per second on both cameras to see if we have like some good stabilization with not much jitters and not much flickers, because we have the sports mode activated. And now I will put side by side the footage coming out from the camera shooting in SuperNight mode, 4K 50 frames per second, shutter speed 1/100 to 1/8000 of the second, exposure -0.3, and sports mode activated. On the other side, I'll put the footage 4K 25 frames per second, shutter speed 1/100 to 1/8000 of the second, exposure -0.3, and sports mode activated to see if the 50 frames per second is really helpful in these conditions. And now for the last test in today's video, I'll be comparing SuperNight mode, of course, 4K 50 frames per second, shutter speed 1/100 to 1/8000 of the second, exposure -0.3, and sports mode activated from one side. From the other side, I'll be using 4K 50 frames per second, of course, in SuperNight mode, shutter speed 1/100 to 1/8000, exposure -0.3, and the sports mode not activated, so I'll be in normal and daily kind of stabilization for the camera to see if the sports mode is really helpful in these conditions. And now let us put them side by side to have a better comparison. I highly recommend you now to try these settings yourself and tell me which one works better for you. By the way, I'm using 25 frames per second and 50 frames per second because here in France, the frequency of the electrical circuits is 50 Hertz. That's why I'm using 50 frames per second and 25 frames per second. But if in your region, the frequency of your electrical circuits is 60 Hertz, you should use 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second instead. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it interesting and helpful. If so, don't forget to hit like and to subscribe to my channel. And really, if you think that this video was helpful, don't forget to share it around with your friends and followers. That is a massive help for my channel as well. And if you are interested in this camera, you can find the affiliate link down below. And thank you for watching. Ciao for now.